Welcome to K&D.
And we are broadcasting live from downtown Cottage Grove, 321 Main Street. It's the Brick Wall Comedy Show under hazy skies where we were threatened with 105 degrees, and once again the weatherman is screwing it all up. I don't know why it's not quite as hot as it's supposed to be, boys and girls, but it's not. You've got Chris, Benji, and Tom Howard in studio today. Meant in love. And one of the other reasons we have Tom Howard today, besides the fact that it's always fun when he's here, we're doing a big benefit for your wife coming up on September 7th at the Wildish. It's going to feature all kinds of comics for your wife Wanda, who is not doing so good.
She's not doing so well. She was diagnosed with liver cancer. So we're doing a benefit at the Wildish Theater on September 7th. And fortunately for us, we have Benji's going to perform there that night.
Yeah.
Unfortunately for us, Chris Warren will be there. And Beans will be there, and Benji and Chris Warren will be there. Rick Polito and Cole Black all coming in to do the show and help to raise some money.
It's cool, it's cool. I'm really back as close as I love my kids. My little one, AJ, you know, he's tough, man. You know, and I can't hit him, so we're in Walmart. We got to try these new behavioral things, and I'm like sitting here, AJ, from across the aisle. One! This is how every kid learns fractions. 1 3/4. This is what we need to teach our children, because the Chinese are killing us in fractions. Did you know this? 8 out of 5 white people are bad at fractions. He turns around, 3, what, fatty? I'm 5 years old, I already rode faster than you. I just fell down harder than you can hit. Weed you're talking about? Are you stoned right now, fat man? I smell sausage and bad decisions. Yes, I'm high. I'm higher than gas prices. Are you kidding me? It's Oregon. Are you kidding me? What the hell else do we have to do around here but smoke weed and brew beer? Hey man, what do you want to do? Let's take a look outside. You want to smoke a bowl? That's Oregon. That should be the sign. When you drive into the state. Want to smoke a bowl? It's a big picture of Shaggy. Wow.
It's going to be a lot of fun, and we had both Cole and Rick Polito on the air.
Any Americans here tonight? Any Americans? Wow, America, man. Who's ever left America for at least 2 weeks? Anybody? Yeah. Where'd you go, man? Mexico. Many people like you, right? You know, and you had a good time, right? Y'all have a good time when you're growing up. But man, I am happy to get back in America, aren't you? Man, I kiss the dirt. Glad I can drink the water and not have to poop all day. I love everything about America. Not just the big things like the freedom of speech, freedom of religion. Those are good. But I love everything about America. Down to the little tiny, like, I don't know, like the map of the US of A. See, other countries are circular, triangle, or something boring like that. America's got that cool shit. You see the map, you know what I'm talking about. You got Maine way up here where my wrist is. You got the Great Lakes right in this area. Michigan formed like a mitten right about here, right? Imagine my back is the West Coast. Okay, the DJ can see San Francisco. The tip of my shoe is Texas. Okay, ladies, I'm not going to show you Florida. What you say?
That's how it works. The headliners, they always hire a guy. How's your act? It's kind of all right. How's your car? It runs good. All right, you're hired.
You ever go to the strip club with your granddad? Boy, we went up in the strip club, man, my granddad was saying stuff that I ain't never heard no old ass person say, like, I'm gonna make it rain on this bitch ass. Make it rain on this bitch ass. Man, I was like, make it rain, make it rain. He go up to the stage, reach in his pocket, pulled out a fistful of nickels and threw it. Boom. Super was upset.
Yes.
Yeah.
Benji, you weren't even here. How the hell?
No,
did you
I
know?
was here.
Oh, you were here that
Yeah,
day?
remember he dropped that
I
one
wasn't
special
here.
word?
Yes, I know.
Yeah.
There was a couple special
No, you
words.
didn't want to be here after he dropped that one special word.
I know. All of a sudden, it's funny how you just break out in a sweat all of a sudden, and it's like, oh no!
I think we were the only two to catch it.
It was kind of slipped underneath, and we just tried to go and pretend that it never happened. It wasn't like Jimmy when he called up and dropped the A-bomb over the phone that day. That was hilarious. And
it's funny because radio is just like children. You know, when one word is dropped like that, because he was talking about white chauffeurs.
Oh, okay.
And because I forget where he was, but he had a white chauffeur, which he thought was awesome. But he used another word before he used the white chauffeur. And so, in that happening, we immediately pointed out, you can't use, he said, you can't use that word. And Cal was like, what? And I'm like, white chauffeur. Because people will automatically forget, what was that word? Because now all they got is white chauffeur stuck in their
right,
head.
and the other just slid on by. And that's happened a couple of times here. And, you know, there's...
You learn that real quick
what
when
can
you
we
don't
do?
have a delay at the radio station.
Right.
Who have successfully let themselves go. To aspire to. I thought I had something going on with my man stash. It's beyond mustache. Look at this. It's like thick. And women, it's so thick they don't even like it anymore. My wife hates this mustache. The only people that love my mustache are gay dudes and babies. I'm serious. The gay dudes are like, that's a nice nut brush. It's not a nut brush. The babies just think I got a kid growing out of my nose. I don't like babies. I don't. It's just me, they creep me out. They're like little drunk homeless people. Yeah, babies don't even know what personal space is. They're all up in your nose. Get the baby dollar, then you'll leave. They are creepy. The women love babies. They do. They're like, look at the baby.
And he twice, he dropped BS... and just in conversation, that was a bunch of... and off he went, and didn't even realize what he did, and then he dropped the F-bomb another time. But the first person that did it here where we couldn't dump it was my mom. And I'm like, Mom, really? Come on, Mom. And she said, what? What? But it sounds so cute when I do it with my accent.
Yeah. That's the funny thing. She's right.
And if we hadn't said anything, it would have slid right on by.
It would have made it more adorable if it came out of a 3-year-old's mouth.
Yeah, exactly. You know? She says it with such charm and elegance. It's almost like, you know, that's what they say the art of diplomacy is. It's telling somebody to go to hell so nicely that they look forward to the trip.
Yeah.
That's kind of how Mom is when she drops all the language that she's got a mouth like this.
Well, it's how she says it, because when I see her, she always says, bring your black butt over here, and I'll be like, okay.
We don't care. It's the same thing happens every 4 years. It's the same thing. Africans come over and win the long distance races. They do it to black. Black people show up and win all the sprints. Sit, pop. They run because there's a little white man in back of them with a pistol. But don't y'all laugh at that. See, white people always win the pole vault. Because that's how y'all get away from black people. But you know what I like? I love the Winter Olympics. I do, man. I love the Winter Olympics. Because it's so graceful. You know what I mean? You got the guy and the girl out there, couple skating. He's twirling her around, throws her up in the air, and catches her on the ass like, pop. And see, you can do that with women from like China and Romania because they don't have big asses. But you try doing that to a black woman from Compton. She might bounce for 6 blocks. You throw her up in the air, throw her up in the air, and be like, boom. Sound right, right? It wouldn't sound right. It'd be something like this. Now skating, representing the United States of America, from Compton, California, Shaniqua Jenkins, and Ray Ray from Long Beach.
Yeah. Eventually you do get to an age where you can say anything.
Yeah.
Well, and that's part of it. Yeah. You do. You get that certain age where you just don't care anymore. What's anybody
nobody cares that
yeah,
you're...
they're not going to punch her in the nose or nothing, right? You got a little old lady with arthritis. She's going to say whatever she wants, and you're just going to go, yes, ma'am.
What age it is that you can get away with that? Because I am so looking forward to just walking into the Sizzler, wearing nothing but my underwear, going straight over to the pork chop bowl and cussing it out. Just because you notice they never have enough pork chops for the group in your party, you know? So somebody's got to go with chicken or the mystery meat. They say it's meatloaf, but it's not.
Yeah. Mystery meat.
Yeah, all that is the leftover from the day before.
That's what it is.
Up, put together, baked. Yeah. Well, I think that age is when it gets to the point where everybody that looks at you realizes they could just knock you down.
Yeah.
And you're not going to be able to put up a fight. And at that point, you get a free pass.
Give it up! Give it to Chris Warren!
Hi, I'm your token middle-aged white guy. And that's just the perfect music for me right there. 50-year-old dude coming out to rap because that's how I roll, bitches, right there. First off, before I get started, I want to get a couple of things out of the way. Congratulations to the Ducks for their fantastic victory over Churchill High School last week. I'm actually a Beavers fan, I am. Yeah, that way I don't have to bother watching the second half of the game. It works out a lot easier for me. There was a team last week that got beat 85-0. They are Savannah State. They played Oklahoma State 85-0. They're playing Florida State this weekend. Florida State is favored by 70.5 points. Why the hell would you even go out there? Why would you go out on the field knowing that you're already leading 70-0 and you're probably gonna lose? How do you talk to your team and tell them go out there and give me everything you got? Here's 70 points, it ain't gonna be enough. Guess what, Eugene people? You're in Springfield now, bitches, alright? Let's start killing animals and tearing up the salad and throwing it in the garbage. Let's not recycle right in front of these people. Come on. Let's scare the hell out of them, man.